What's up, people? Welcome to Marriage Minutes at His Pace. There's some burps going on right there. Today, we are going to revisit what?
Listen.
We're going to revisit a topic that we tried to do. I was about to say Marco Polo. This is not Marco Polo. We tried to do Marriage Minutes about a couple of weeks ago. And
hot flash.
No, I'm not having a hot flash. We tried to have a conversation about it, and I think we were just tired and it just didn't go quite the way, and it wasn't as effective as we wanted it to be. But a couple of weeks ago at our church, Pastor Al Toledo came and he gave a message, and one of the things that struck a chord in me that he said was he talked about an argument that he had with his wife. And they had been going back and forth about it. And then he said this, and it just kind of tickled me, but it's so true. He said, I apologize for the way you just responded to me. So something happened and his wife popped off. And instead of him going back at her about the way she popped off, he said, I apologize for the way you just responded to me. And the reason why that's so important to me is because I wonder, do we think about that? Do we think about how, or the positions that we put our spouses in because of the responsibility that we don't take on ourselves? Mm-hmm. And I like that statement because I know that whatever or however I come and show up for Mark, he's going to respond. And instead of me being upset at the sarcasm or the angle that he comes at me with, I need to be more mindful of, well, what did I just do to cause that? Right. And I don't think that that's a mature step in marriage that I don't think any of us do, because we are constantly in the midst of the blame game. Right. Mm-hmm. Constantly. Well, if you didn't, and you did, and last time and this time. And so I just thought it was an interesting topic to speak about. And I'd like to, by the end of this, kind of figure out how do we end up, or how can we be more responsible for our spouses and how they interact with us?
I think the important thing is the choice that we make. I mean, as sarcastic as my wife can be, or may want to be, or is, I still have a choice that I play in that. And so it's up to me to decide if I want to, one, be tit for tat and respond in like manner, reap what you sow. She sowed that, then she shall reap that. And that's usually how we operate. You sow that, oh, you go reap that back. But as the pastor said, he took ownership and said, well, I do apologize for that. I didn't respond in a manner in which you would have given me a different response. And so I think it's important just to deal with the situation how you can, versus being in your emotions and feelings and really being in your flesh and responding in a manner that's not going to be conducive to having healthy communication or dialogue.
Yeah. And I like that also, that comment, as funny as it is, kind of like, I am sorry about the way that you just responded to me. I also think that it breaks the tension also. Mm-hmm. And that instead of us going down a road where we might not be able to return from, it kind of says, yeah, this is probably not going to go well from this point on. And I have a decision to make. I can either add some humor in here to break the ice and whip us back around to getting into having some more effective communication, or I can keep going down the road, because believe you me, we can go.
Oh, we can go.
We can go.
I think, yeah, we can
go. You want to show them a Whitehouse argument?
I don't go. And so I should choose better and more often that I'm sorry that you didn't respond in a manner that would allow us to have a very healthy and conducive conversation.
But don't do it like that, because that's like very sarcastic.
But I think, it's funny because if you handle the situation as you should,
yeah.
It's like in Mario Brothers when you think you're about to power up and you actually shrink and like you're a mini Mario and that you really can't do anything because you're like that big. That's what happens when you handle the situation right, because now you have minimized the situation and the person that may have felt like they were gigantic has now just been reduced to size, and the situation has been reduced to a size in which you can handle. But when the situation is very big and emotions or feelings are involved.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Then I'm sorry that my answer was longer than it should be. And it caused you to respond in a manner that was not conducive and allowed that response from you. Please forgive me.
Good one. Come on, finish wrapping this
So
up.
maybe Mario should be more effective to cause a better outcome.
I think that's good. I don't think we have anything else to say other than conflict resolution can be tough if you allow it to stay tough. Like if you don't put any meat tenderizer on it, if you don't try to squash the situation in that hand, you might end up in serious situations that you don't necessarily have to be in if you'll go ahead and take care of them. Were you about to yawn then? Take care of them on the spot. I don't have anything else to say. I'm not sure.
We're gonna leave this conversation at this because we can really go on, and we can really open up Pandora's box and really get into it.
Let's go.
It's not important.
I'm sorry.
No. Hey, y'all, minimize. Everything will be all right.
No.
Be well and be blessed.
All right, bye.